Hello there! Do you want to rent an entire house on a Thai island for just over 1,000 baht a night? If yes, this is the video for you.
Last week I stayed on the beautiful island of Koh Larn in what I feel was one of the best value accommodations I've ever stayed in. In this video I'll be giving you a full house tour, checking out and showing you the neighbourhood, perfect for short trips and long stays. So here it is. They've got a big gate at the front with a padlock, although we didn't have the key for that one. Down the side there's a small area for cleaning supplies, and you've got a little outdoor space with a couple of deck chairs here. We really enjoyed this area, relaxing after an evening out with a nightcap. There's also a much bigger patio where we've been having breakfast every morning. It's a really nice spot to sit outside. There's plenty of outdoor space here. It's not utilised particularly well though. I feel it could do with a sofa or maybe another large table. What I do like though is that it feels like a proper Thai house. They've got a spirit house out front, plants at the front of the yard, and it has that authentic Thai home feel. This is exactly what I was looking for, and I didn't want somewhere that had been completely modernised for tourists. I wanted to show you guys somewhere clean, comfortable and with a bit of character. Let's have a look inside. So this is the living room. This has a couple of sofas here. I'll be honest, the material on them isn't great. It's got that plasticky type of fabric, so they're not the most comfortable, but realistically you're not going to be spending much time sitting on the sofa anyway, I don't think. There are a couple of desks, which are ideal if you're working remotely. This door leads to the second bedroom, but it's locked because there are only 2 of us staying here. You can book this property for up to 4 people, which is even better value. I assume that they just open this room when it's needed. It kind of makes sense, although it would have been nice to have access to it anyway. There's a TV and Wi-Fi, and I have to say that the Wi-Fi is the best I've ever had on an island. The speeds were fantastic, and I'll put the speed test up on the screen so you can see for yourself. Sometimes I don't even get this speed in Bangkok. This is the bedroom. Again, it's pretty basic, nothing fancy, but it's very clean. They clean the property every 2 days, and they'll leave fresh water and clean towels outside every day. There's also a safe in the room, although ours didn't work. Security was still good though. There were bars on the windows, and the neighbourhood felt very safe. It was incredibly quiet at night, with hardly anyone around, except for a few dogs who were fairly quiet. This is the kitchen area. It's absolutely huge, and it's also open air, which is great because the cooking smells don't linger. Having said that though, you're probably not going to be doing much cooking because there aren't any proper cooking facilities, but with so many fantastic places to eat in the area, chances are you'll not be cooking anyway. The room at the back here is just for staff and their cleaning supplies. There's plenty of worktop space, but if you're wondering there's nothing stored underneath the counters, there's quite a lot of places for storage, and for just over 1,000 baht a night, it's hard to believe how much space you get. Next up is the bathroom. It's pretty basic with nothing particularly special, but it does the job. The shower has hot water. If you keep it on this setting, the water pressure is quite good. Turn the head a bit though and the pressure drops a little bit. They've also got new AC units, which is a big plus. On a lot of the islands you'll find older units that are noisy or don't cool very well, but this one was quiet and worked perfectly throughout the night. Now I'll take you on a little tour of the neighbourhood. Directly opposite there's a small resort and bakery, although I never actually saw the cafe and bakery open while we were here. I did check a couple of times, but it was usually early in the morning, so maybe it just has limited opening hours. This street is very residential. All of the buildings here, apart from the resort and bakery, are just local homes rather than businesses. So it's incredibly quiet both in the day and night. From here it's about a 15-minute walk or a 3-minute bike ride to get to the main pier in the centre of the island. The location is fantastic, and it's one of the main reasons why we chose to stay here. Once you come out onto the main road, you'll find that it runs along the east coast of the island, and this is where most of the accommodation is located, while most of the beaches are located on the west coast. There are loads of restaurants here, including plenty of cheap local places to eat. There's one restaurant here that I didn't try, but the next one down I went to several times. They serve affordable rice dishes like pad grapao for about 60 to 80 baht. If you're wondering where the water is, it's just off to the right. Walk for about 20 seconds or you'll reach the waterfront, with a few places here where you can get down to the water. There are other places to stay on around the island, but accommodation is fairly limited. You'll find a handful of resorts dotted around the beaches, with Tawen Beach having the biggest selection. Even so, I'd say around 80% of visitors stay on the east coast of the island here.
We're actually just going for a spot of lunch at a place called Maharak Cafe. This has been recommended to us by one of our friends, Era. So we're going to check this one out. It looks like a good like kind of lunch spot in the day, and at night I've seen people with cocktails. So it's one of those kind of venues that, you know, depending what you're looking for, you might be interested in visiting it. I've done a full video about the bars, of course, so I'll put that up at the end of the video for you guys if you want to watch that. Oh, it's looking quite nice. Most of the businesses are right on the road, but this is set back a little bit, which I quite like because people tend to miss these kind of places. So they've got this little area outside here. You can just see in the distance, Pattaya over there. Quite a nice little outdoor area. Downstairs, they're just doing some renovation. They've got tables set up, but they're doing loads of work here. Looks like they're building this roof here. Need it in wet season. It's stormy at the moment, but no rain, fortunately, just yet. But I think it's coming. Now, I think this place next door is like actually accommodation, and by the looks of it, it looks like you book these little cabins here and you get this kind of terrace at the top, which is really lovely. That's nice, that, isn't it?
To eat, we've just gone for the crab fried rice and the mixed seafood fried rice. Normally when I arrive at a new place, my first meal is something a bit safe to give my stomach a chance to adjust to the local food and to drink an iced latte.
Okay, that was Maharak Cafe. That was 548 baht for 2 meals and 2 drinks. So pretty decent. Yeah, nice place. Good food, nice service. Recommend.
Also, in the neighbourhood, just a 5-minute walk from Maharak Cafe back towards the pier, is the night market. It starts setting up about 4 p.m. This is shortly after about 4:30. I didn't actually go to eat here on an evening, mainly because it's a bit too quiet for me. At a night market, I want somewhere where I can listen to a bit of live music and have a beer. They don't really have this here. They have a limited number of tables by the water, but it's a little bit dark and quiet and it's not really my crack for an evening. But maybe it's yours. They've got a nearby 7-Eleven just on the other side of the night market, so that might be useful to you too.
Now that was Sukkee House. Total 1,094 baht, which is just over $30 and less than £25. So amazing, amazing value there, guys. I really loved my stay, and it's very rare that I would go back and stay in the same place again. But with this one, I certainly will be back. Fantastic. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. If you're interested in checking out the restaurants and the nightlife on the island, then I did another video. I'll put it up at the top of the screen for you right now. I'll also be dropping another video this Friday, as voted by you guys, and that's going to be about Koh Larn after 5 p.m. when all the tourists go home. So thank you as always for watching, guys. See you in the next one.